So this is what a good double end snap clip looks like. It's a brand new one. It has 2 knobs. They spring back and forth properly. There's no wear on the inside of the hook itself, and there are no obvious defects in the metal or the finish. And they're beautiful, nice, and shiny. The next one we have looks exactly the same way, but unfortunately it's bent. So I would not recommend using this one, even though it looks fine, because it will break in the middle at some point. And then the next one we have is kind of the same way. It kind of looks okay, and it's also bent, but it's now cracked. So this one and this one will eventually do exactly the same thing, meaning break. And then we move on to more regularly seen defects from the Pilates studios. So this one's worn, and you can see up here where the spring has started to wear out the hook itself. Same thing on the other side. Not as bad, but it's still there. And the next one gets even worse. You can see now it's starting to get bigger. And then the other side is even worse. So if you see any of these in your studio, I recommend changing them out. Because what will happen is, as the spring eats away at the hook itself, this part, this top part, becomes thinner, and then it will eventually break off. Hopefully not while a client is on it. And then we have this one, which looks just like the brand new one, except it doesn't have 2 knobs. So this one has broken off, and you can get in there and open it, but this is not safe. This actually happens quite a bit on the reformer safety straps, where the reformer has a metal jump board bracket. This will break off a lot. And then this one is very similar to the wear on some of the others, except this one's so severe that it only has 1 notch. And this is usually on a push-through bar spring on your Cadillac. Probably the top one. And then we move on to the hooks that are actually attached to the handles. And as you use the handles, they wear out on the bolt that's on the handle itself. And so this will start to eat away, and eventually this will break off also. And so this is a bad one. And sometimes it's difficult for people to see the difference. So this is a good one. You see how thick the metal is here, and how this one has worn away.